hold on, just pause, stop what you are doing, just stop right there and listen to me. Number one, are you a hatcher? If your answer is yes, raise your right hand up like this and say, this video is actually for me. Okay? Number two question, are you a prospective hatcher? If your answer is still the affirmative yes, come close, let me whisper to your ears. Okay, see, siphoning is one key managerial skill and responsibility that you must carry out at least in the first 2 weeks of hatching. Let me repeat myself. Siphoning is a must activity that you must carry out as a hatcher, as a breeder in your hatchery, to ensure that your fry are healthy, will grow and perform better, and will give you your expected results at the end of your program. Did you get me? If you didn't get me, I will say it again. Please try as much as possible not to leave your fry in dirty water. 2 weeks is no child's play. 2 weeks of putting in the work, making sure that they are in a very clean environment, will save you from issues of diseases, infections, even medications, and at the end of the day, you will smile to the bank. So join me as I show you the best possible way to siphon and take care of your newly hatched fish. Are you ready? Let's go. Right now, I want to sterilize, disinfect my hands before going in, and of course my client is going to do same as well. So watch this. I'm putting this in water. Remember, this is industrial salt. I'll always go for industrial salt, and I'll also tell you, please go for industrial salt. It's cheaper and it serves way better than the normal salt, because the normal salt is more refined, so it's basically for cooking. So once I sterilize this way, I'm sure that I can siphon and my fish are safe. So you do same, yeah. Where's the Dutch?
Sterilize everything.
Everything. So, all right. Yes, I mentioned flow through, right?
Yes.
Now look closely. See how active they are. Can you see?
Yeah.
And then you can virtually see everything going on in your trough. So it means the water is clear, and I can just stop running water for now. And this water will stay this way for another 6 hours before running. So that's how to manage water in your farm, especially in your hatchery. Okay? You can stop running this water and feed them, and they'll do well, because one, there's enough dissolved oxygen in the water. Two, the water is not polluted. If you look again, you see that the debris are just in lumps.
Yes.
So it's not covering the base entirely. So they are fine. So what we have to do now is to siphon. Okay? Then another thing you should also take into consideration is these containers, right?
Yeah.
Are strictly used in the hatchery.
Okay.
We don't use them for any other purpose. Okay. Your hatchery containers must stay in the hatchery. This is another way to checkmate infection, disease outbreak, so that you are sure that everything you're doing is
free from infection.
Free from infection. And then that's another area of standard operating procedure. You know that all the materials you are using in your hatchery should stay put in the hatchery. Okay, so I'm going to rinse this, and then please also try and ensure that your hatchery has taps, at least 2 points, 2.7 water. I want to rinse. Just rinsing, yes. So first things first. If you look at these troughs, they are elevated.
Yes.
And one reason is for you to be able to collect your fish much easier. Okay? If you want to transfer your fish from here now, it will be easy for you to, much easier for you to scoop them out or collect them from this outlet here.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Then it also helps my siphoning to be an easy task, because once it's elevated, I can just suck in the water and then it will freely flow. Okay, so try as much as possible when you're setting up your hatchery to have your troughs elevated this way.
Okay.
Some people even have theirs higher, but I'm comfortable with this because I can easily move out my fish and manage whatever I want to manage in this trough.
Okay.
So elevated troughs are the best.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn off this water so that I can see everything going on in my trough. And this is it. So it's coming out now. And then,
won't the fishes enter too?
yes, of course they will enter, but not many will enter. They are more sensitive now, so this is just what I'm doing. So somebody will ask, how often should I siphon? At least twice, once in every 2 days rather.
Huh.
Once in every 2 days. Okay? Once in every 2 days. It's not too much now. Is it too much? It's a lot.
It's work.
Once in every 2 days. So please, I would like you to show us the present state of this particular trough. These debts are called debris. This waste, yes, debris. D-E-B-R-I-S. Debris. Okay. And yes, why are we taking out these dirt? We are taking them out so that there won't be any form of infection, disease outbreak. Okay. And then ammonia will not set in, because ammonia usually comes from the waste of the feed.
Okay.
Yes. So that's one of the reasons why we usually run water, right?
Okay.
So that's the essence of siphoning. And then to manage water, because if you're not running water for 6 hours, it means your trough needs to stay clean, right?
Yeah.
Good.
So it can be done once in 2 days?
Yes, once in 2 days. At least for the first. So that means in the space of 14 days, you might be doing it for
7 times.
Yes. For 7 times.
So you said these spots are called what? Deborah or debris? Or
Debris.
debris.
They're called debris.
Okay.
So you observe after siphoning that the fish will be more relaxed.
Okay.
Some of them will just go down and settle at the base, and by so doing, they are not consuming so much energy swimming around,
Okay.
and then they grow faster. So it comes with a lot of benefits, a lot.
Okay. Okay.
They are freshwater animals, right? So they don't like a very dirty environment.
Okay.
So they won't be comfortable. And of course, just like humans, if you're not comfortable in a place, you won't really thrive. You won't be able to maximize all of your potential.
Yeah.
Exactly. But there is an advanced siphoning tube.
Okay.
Yes, siphoning hose.
Those
You
very
don't
small ones.
No, same size as
Okay.
this,
Okay.
right? They
Okay.
come in different sizes, 3 mm, 4 mm, and all that.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily need to use your mouth to suck up the water. Yes, in the middle. Once you just press it suctions the water.
Okay.
Suctions the water. So there are easier ways of siphoning. And once you are used to it, of course, you will just take it as one of your routines, your management practices.
Okay.
And you see, because this trough is elevated, my waist is not going to affect me so much. I won't have issues with my waist because I'm close to the fish.
Okay.
And then so these fish are 1 week and a day old post feeding.
Yes.
And you can see they are doing very well.
They are all grown.
Yeah. All right, so you can see it's now clean, very clean, right?
Okay.
Now this fish will do much better because they will be relaxed and they just stay at the bottom, relaxing and going.
Okay.
So their growth performance will improve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The next question is, how do you now collect the ones that have
poured inside the container,
flowed in with water? How do you get them back? It's easy because they are naturally active. What happens is they will swim to the surface.
Okay.
And because they don't like the dirt, they won't want to stay in the dirt, so they will swim in the surface. So what happens is you just quickly go collect the debris once they've settled.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
If you do that twice, thrice, all your fish will be collected, and then you throw the debris away. So I'll show you how it's done. Okay. Now, I'm going to stir this way. I see.
Okay.
I'm stirring the water this way. Why? Because as it's going in this direction, all the dirt will be collected at the center.
Okay.
The dirt will be collected at the center.
Okay.
So the fish will just swim
to the top.
Then you collect the debris into a different container and return your fish
back into their
troughs.
Okay.
So it's not a big challenge. It's just for you to make sure that the dirt settle before
pack them out.
Yes.
But before you become an expert, what if you have a sieve or something? Will it work?
A sieve will work if the dirt is not too much.
Okay.
If the dirt is not much, right?
Yeah.
You can use a sieve. We have sieves here. You can use this sieve now to collect them. But that is only if the dirt
has settled.
Much.
It's not much. Okay.
If the dirt is much, what you do is you have to reduce the dirt. You just have to. Then you apply the usage of this to be collecting.
Okay.
So that's why we have this sieve in the hatchery.
Okay.
So remember, I said after stirring and leaving for a while, the debris will settle in the middle. If you look closely, you see they're all in the middle. So what happens next is for me to siphon. And remember, this one is on an elevated surface, so it's easy for me to just take out the dirt and leave the fish swimming on the surface of the water. So here we go. You can see the fish swimming on the surface of the water, right? Good. So this is just how you collect the dirt and keep your fish safe. Okay, guys, aside your siphoning tube, please try and get this sieve. This sieve will help you to take out your fish, collect your fish, and put them back in the trough where you took them from. All right, and then it will help you to sift the remaining debris that you couldn't collect with your siphoning tube. So that's the essence of us having this on our farm, to save you a whole lot of stress when collecting your fish back from the container to your trough. Does that make any sense? All right, so watch this. And if you observe very closely, the containers I'm using are very portable, like they're small and can be handled even by one individual. Okay, so it will be easy for you. And why this is so is because I'm trying to reduce the number of people coming into the hatchery to handle my materials. Okay, so that's why I make use of this small container, so that even just one or two persons can be able to manage what's going on in the hatchery. The hatchery is not a place where everybody comes in, so be very mindful of that. Okay, you don't just bring people into your hatchery. It's a no-no for me. So I think that's a lesson you should take home as well. All right, okay. So if you look over here, you see the fish I collected. Can you see them? I'm returning them in water. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do well to like, share, leave a comment in the comment section, ask questions so that we grow this community together. Remember, your satisfaction will always come first. Bye.